Welcome, everybody, to the world's most popular hit show, Make Ethan Laugh. It scared me, dude. I didn't realize there was so much excitement for this show. Today on our first episode, we're going to be joined by lots of members and a few members of the cast in the pursuit to make Ethan laugh. Each contestant that successfully makes Ethan laugh gets $100, crisp, non-COVID-y bill. I can personally guarantee you there's no COVID on these bills. Thank you for sponsoring us today, Liquid IV and Ridge. This is, of course, the shoot-off of the wildly popular segment we were doing, Make Ethan Laugh, when we said, let's put it together in a show format. Get all of our members on Discord together and see who's got what it takes. Come on, everybody, give it up. Make Ethan laugh. All right. Got some sound effects, some clapping. Thank you. All right, they're excited. Lots of excitement in the crowd here today, folks. Well, without further ado, let's get right into it. Should I start from the top of this list here with Ari?
Yes, we have Ari.
Ari! Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering how this works, if you become a member, you can join our Discord, and from the Discord, you submit your application to be a contestant on Make Ethan Laugh. That's right. Thanks, everybody. Glad to have you here. Okay. All right, Ari. Ari is a 22-year-old who has a funny story about date and pooping. Ari, how are you?
I'm really great, Ethan. How are you?
I'm fantastic. You happy to be here?
Oh, ecstatic. I've been a fan of you since the Jeff Dunham days.
Wow. Well, we've got a real true fan here, Ari. Are you Jewish, Ari? That's a Jewish, kind of an Israeli name.
No, I wish. I'm not. I'm Puerto Rican.
Ari, that must be short for something then.
It is. It's short for Ariana, but I go by Ari.
So you wish you were Jewish. You forsake your Puerto Rican heritage for Jewish heritage if you could.
I mean, I've always liked Jewish guys, so hey. I'm just like Trisha.
Now, may I ask you something, Ari? There's a lot of misconception about how Jewish men are packing heat. Some people are saying they're small. I've heard reports saying they're large. In your experience, how do Jewish men fare in the penis department?
I'd say that they are above average.
Let's hit it. Round of applause, please. Zach, come on. Zach, no clapping?
Yeah, there it is.
We would love to hear it. Ari, we love Ari. She's here and she's saying all the right things, folks.
Oh, man.
All right, Ari, are you ready to try to win $100?
Hell yeah.
Okay, you're going to hear the sound that Zach is going to play. What is the sound, Zach? Ring the bell is going to let you know when your 1 minute starts.
And I'll give a countdown, too.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Go ahead.
All set?
Good.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
So basically, I was on a date with my boyfriend at the time, and he took me to this burger joint that was called Jackson Hole, and they had these 1.5-pound burgers, which is like 1% of my body weight. So I ordered my own burger, and we were sitting and talking, and he started opening up to me about like trauma and really, really deep emotional shit. And all of a sudden, because of like the beef and the gravy and stuff, I shat my pants, but like slowly, but also all at once. And I was wearing a bodycon maxi dress, so the shit was all like compacted in between my ass cheeks. So I had to like hobble over to the bathroom and scoop it out using my soiled underwear and like clean myself up. And some of the poop got on the hem of the dress. So I finished the date, but then I made him drive me to Target so I could get another outfit. But I was like so mortified. And then when he was driving me home, I actually like shat myself again. And I cried, but I like died with my secret. Like I didn't tell him. And like we went home the whole time and the car was like stinking. And then he dropped me off.
All right, I'm sorry. That's 1 minute. That's 1 minute.
Oh, man.
You know what? You didn't get me to laugh, but I was captivated by the story, and I have some follow-ups. You shit your pants at Jack Hole? What was it called?
It was called Jackson Hole. It was
yeah,
like
that
this
almost
burger
got me.
joint.
Now he was opening up about trauma, and meanwhile you were not listening at all, were you?
I was having bubble guts, Ethan. I was really going through it.
Do you know what caused
and I felt awful.
Do you know what caused it?
Yeah, it was definitely the burger. And it was like beef and mushrooms and all this stuff. It really it ran through me like a train.
And then you made him take you to Target to buy new clothes.
Yes, I did.
And you think he didn't know you shit yourself? I mean, he must have smelled it,
definitely
right?
knew.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, the first time he didn't know because I cleaned up really well and I had like perfume in my bag and everything. I was really like,
you could smell shit.
The mortifying. No, but the mortifying part was when it got stuck. Like I was wearing this dress that like made everything.
Why wouldn't you just want to go home? I don't know why you would want to spend any more time out and go to Target and stuff. That confuses me.
Because I didn't wanna like ruin the mood. I really liked the guy.
So what happened with the guy? Are you guys together? Did it end?
Oh no, we are not. It ended really badly. He broke up with me because he was cheating on me with a bunch of people. So.
Do you think it had anything to do with the shitting the pants, or no?
No, actually it was kind of an inside joke for the remainder of the relationship. So it was kind of a good thing.
Oh, it was a good thing. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Ari, thank you for sharing your story with us today. You know, I'm trying really hard. We got a lot of contestants, and I'm not trying to go broke. But Ari, I wish you the best. Thank you so much. And remember,
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Do you frequently shit your pants, or was that the only time that's happened?
No, that's one of like. Well, other than I was like a child, like yeah, that's like the only time in my adult life.
I just find it interesting that you can just eat a burger and then immediately shit your pants out. That make me think maybe it had happened before. Okay, well.
I don't know.
Well, I wish you well and lots of love out there from big penis Jewish boys. All right.
Thank you, Ethan.
What do you mean? What?
That.
Big penis Jewish boys.
Right. She's into the Jewish guys. Wait, was this guy Jewish, by the way?
No, he was not.
Oh well, whatever, you know, water under the bridge.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Ari. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, H3 crew.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
Appreciate the opportunity. Bye.
Well, unfortunately, she is not going to be making $100 today, but we do thank her for her time. Next up, it is tragic.
Next up, we have Melture.
Melture? What the? Never met a Melture.
Yeah, that's me. I only know me and my dad.
What's your heritage? What's the root of that name?
Well, Melchior was one of the three kings in the Bible. Melchor, I guess, would be the Hispanic version.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a junior.
Was he a good king or one of the shitty kings? I'm not very familiar with biblical literature.
He was the one who met baby Jesus. He was the one that
one of the three wise men
that followed the star.
Oh, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah,
definitely.
in fact, I think it was the one about gold. The one who had gold.
He wasn't any of that frankincense and myrrh bullshit. He brought the real deal.
It'd be kind of
real deal, baby.
I was just thinking it'd be kind of fucked up if your dad named you after some shit king, but we're glad he's one of the good ones. So Melchor is a 28-year-old finder. Oh, okay. You have a very funny story about when you were working in a restaurant. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. You know the rules. You'll hear the ring of the bell. You'll have 1 minute to make me laugh. You'll win $100 if you do. If you don't, you'll be dismissed in disgrace. Are you ready, Melchor? One of the three kings of Jesus with the gold. The one with the gold. All right.
I am ready.
All right. Let's do this. I'll count you in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm working, making my rounds. I get stopped by somebody not from my section. This guy's asking for the bread. Oh, I work at Outback, so everyone knows the bread's delicious. So he asked for a refill. I said, no problem. I go over to the back. You know, we stick a knife in the bread, and we just walk it over. The breadboard's already on the table. So I drop it off. The guy who asked for the bread immediately takes the knife out, and he puts his first 2 fingers in, and he's, kind of going in deep with it. And without breaking eye contact with me, he just starts going in deep, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's good bread," and I'm stunned. The guys in the back, I had barely time to run to the back because I was holding in my laughter, and he goes, and everyone's just trying to figure out what's going on. I tell them the story, and they go one by one.
I'm sorry, that's
are
already
trying to figure out who fingered the bread.
So who fingered the bread? Did this really happen to you?
Absolutely, I can't make this up. The guy who asked for the bread was the one who fingered the bread. His guests were appalled. I think it was.
Well, to be fair,
trying to go for a joke.
It is good bread, as you pointed out. But thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good bread, and I guarantee you that someone's probably put their dick in a hot loaf before. So, finger, not that big of a difference. Melcore, thank you so much for your attempt to make me laugh. I am a stone wall. I am impenetrable. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It was going to be a hard one.
I'm sorry that you had to see that happen, and I wish you all the best, okay? You're one of the good ones, all right? God bless you.
Papa bless.
Papa bless you. Tough crowd today. I'm holding strong.
0 for 2.
I'm holding strong. Fingering the bread.
I was a little confused by that story. He was.
Well, it sounds like he just once was a waiter and a dude fingered a loaf of bread and made eye contact with him.
Fingered in like a sexual way, I guess.
I think you had to be there kind of thing.
I thought the story was going towards him like cutting his own fingers off or something. I really thought that's where we were headed. But
yeah.
You guys never finger a loaf of bread before? It's a good time.
Excuse me?
Not like that, certainly not, but I definitely could see why. Love bread. Okay, up next, Cam Grants. We love Cam Grants. You know him. You love him. He's a popular fixture in our Discord. He is always making memes and some of the best stuff you've seen H3 related content. He is the meme master. He is Cam Grants.
What's up, H3?
Big Connect!
How you guys doing?
Let me tell you, I love
Cam Grants, first of all, thank you for all you've done for the H3 Nation. We love to see it.
Hey, thank you.
You work for Adult Swim, is that right?
Freelance there, yeah. I used to work there full time, but now I work for the lottery now, and I freelance at Adult Swim.
Does the lottery pay you better?
Way better. But let's not talk money. Come on, I'm trying to earn some money. I'm not trying to talk it.
No, I'm
trying to make you giggle.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm glad you're getting paid. I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'd be like, fuck the lottery if they're not paying you more. It's like, they're swimming in it. They're like, listen, times are tough. It's like, fuck you. The bonus is at like $1 billion. Good for you. All right, you've got let's see. You have a few funny memes as well as a meme video. Oh, interesting entry. So how do we?
I prefer you watch the video first because that kind of really is like the bulk of time. It's like 30 seconds or so, and then you can just enjoy the memes at your leisure.
Okay, fantastic. This is exciting.
I gotta warn you, dude. If I don't win that $100, I'm gonna be like one of those imaginative people saying, "Damn, man, you really fell off.
Okay.
You should have gave me $100 for giggling, bro."
You're gonna make an exposed video?
My imagination's on the line here.
Okay, I don't need another one of those in my comments.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
All right, so the video is 33 seconds, so I guess we'll just take that off the clock.
Okay, hit that bell, boys.
All right.
All right, Cam Grants, are you ready to get started? Let's fucking do this, motherfuckers.
I guess.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
You're hitting play, so just whenever you're ready.
Okay, here we go. Surprise from heaven. I already like it.
Happy birthday, Ethan. It's me, the ghost of your living father, Gary. You look just as beautiful as you did when you were a little girl. I watch over you and Shoe and Ice and the dogs every day. I'm so proud of how far you've come, Ethan. You married the most genius woman in the whole world, Trisha Paytas. Don't forget to say your prayers. Papa bless.
He got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
money.
He definitely
Money in
got
the
him.
bank. Yeah, baby.
You definitely earned $100 for that one. Dude,
Thank
that's
you very
crazy.
much.
What the fuck?
That was incredible.
Yo, I did not expect that. I knew what this video was, but I did not expect to see my own dad's face, who is very much alive, as you pointed out, by the way.
Yeah. He'd be a hologram living. Just
Don't
ask Star Wars.
Trisha Paytas.
God, the censor.
Don't forget to say your prayers.
Amazing.
Papa bless.
What the fuck, dude? How'd you make it?
After Effects and an app called Avatarify or something.
Pretty talented, dude.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Thank
How much
you.
the lottery paying you? Can I? Do you think I could pay more than them?
I mean, I prefer to take the fun check over the money check working for you sometime, but, you know, just a dream.
Would you take a substantial pay cut? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Why not?
We'll have to, I'm just kidding. I won't do that too. But
I'm trying to get that clout money.
yeah, I got clout pills. I don't know what. I don't doubt the lottery's got clout pills.
Yeah, dude.
That was some amazing editing. Well, you already won.
Thank you very much.
I need that clout.
But
If you
let's
want to
look at
enjoy the memes, go for it. But
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, you earned it. Thanks, Gavin.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's good because my face was that fucked up. Let's be honest. WikiFeet influencer. They should have an influencer program, shouldn't they?
Hey, you're it. You're patient zero for it.
Zacta.com.
I kind of feel bad about that one. I made that 2 weeks ago prior to the Zach
drama.
cancellation.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Drama.
Fucking hilarious.
We love you,
dude.
Zach.
Yeah, we love you, Zach.
Is that
Come on.
Gilfanakis just kind of thrown in there as well?
Yeah, I was wondering if there's any other
It's
prominent
another
Zachs.
Zach. That's Zach Gilfanakis.
Let me ask
on
you:
the
did
left
you
there.
turn these gentlemen I know are black? Did you turn them white?
Yeah, that's a bit
you did.
problematic. I'm sorry.
Did that feel wrong doing that?
Very.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on. Full disclosure, I found a Photoshop of it role reversal otherwise, so I just threw his face on it.
Got it.
So I didn't
it wasn't
do that.
you. It wasn't you. Good.
But peace and love to those guys.
Well, Cam Grants, peace and love to you. You win, and we will
Our first winner,
stay on the
look at
line. Talk to Dan. One of these guys will get you. We'll get your info. We'll send you 100 fresh clamorinos.
Clamorinos.
All right, Papa bless.
Cam Grants,
Thank you very
what a
much, guys.
legend.
Thanks, Cam.
Wow.
Damn. It's going to be hard to top.
He is a talent, I have to say.
He's
Cam is a talent.
He cracks me up all the time.
Yeah, I'd be a fool not to scoop him up, I think. Oh, my mom is calling me. She must have seen that bit. Hold on. I'm going to answer. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom, I'm live on the show right now. I'm live on the podcast. Do you want to say anything?
Put it on speaker.
Yeah.
Well, I'm downtown LA at the Jewelry Mart. I look like a space age person with the mask and the visor, and I was birthday shopping for Ela.
Oh, well.
And I didn't.
Well, this is live, so.
She's going to see this.
Oh, so she'll be able to.
You said you were going to buy her a toe ring?
Yeah. Would she wear something like that?
I don't think Ela would wear a toe ring. Oh, kind of sexy.
Does she have pierced ears?
She does have pierced ears. I would not get the toe ring. But okay, we just did a bit
I want to smell feet.
We just did a bit about Dad, so I was wondering if you were calling about that. So I'm going to go back to the show, but yeah, no toe rings probably.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, and by the way, I shop at Free People.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Is it as expensive as Trisha says?
It's some. I mean, it depends on what you buy. If you buy a coat, it's going to cost you that much. I mean, it's a little pricey, but.
Are you a free person?
I am a free person, but I'm mostly an anthropology person now.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's not. Okay, we. Thank you, Mom.
Love you.
All right, take care. Love you too. Bye. How about that? Exciting, Mom, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. The fuck was that? Someone on the phone?
What was that?
Is someone in? Someone's in here.
Yes, we have T on the line.
T wants to remain anonymous because she's in law school. What are you studying, T?
Probably law.
I mean, aren't there different disciplines of law? Well, isn't there?
There are. I don't know yet. I'm thinking criminal.
Oh,
but
criminal.
we'll see.
So do you want to work for, like, do you want to defend criminals or prosecute criminals? You know what I mean?
Defend.
You want to defend the criminals. So you want to, so in other words, you want to get paid. You want to get paid.
I mean, maybe, but I plan on, like, working with, actually, I shouldn't say because I don't know.
You're anonymous,
like,
goddammit.
Okay. I want to work with mostly indigenous offenders, and because there's a lot of them.
You just want to help them out, like you want to specialize in indigenous defense.
Yeah.
Why were you afraid to say that? I'm curious.
Because I have a lot of friends who watch the podcast, and I just don't.
Yeah. It's
okay. Well, T, whoever you are, has a funny yet interesting story about a sexual encounter involving smelling fetish. Wow, we love it. We love it.
All right.
Zach says we can hear your stream. Maybe you can mute your stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just.
I thought I had it mute.
I don't think it's the stream. I think. Are you not wearing headphones?
Oh yeah, I'm not wearing headphones.
That's what's going on.
That's all right. I'll just,
we won't hear it when she's telling the story, so it's all good.
T, hit me with the story.
Well, let me kind of. Here we go.
Okay, when you hear the bell, you know the rules. When you hear the bell, you have 1 minute to make Ethan laugh. If you make Ethan laugh, you win $100. All right, T, let's hear what you got. Ring that bell, boys.
Get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so there was this guy in high school that I always wanted to fuck. Like, he was just a babe, but never did in high school. I went away to university, came home for the summer. Like, we saw each other out. He asked me to go home with him. So I'm like freaking out. We're making out, you know, pussy's throbbing, and he's sliding his hand down my stomach, and he starts fingering my belly button, and I'm like, wrong hole, bud. Like, what's going on here? And then he starts sucking on my belly button ring, and I'm just like, what is happening? Then he goes down on me, and he's literally like nibbling on my puss. I'm like, okay, you're not supposed to actually eat it. He took his finger, put it in my asshole, took that same finger and put it right back in my pussy. And I'm like lying there right on. Like, I just knew my fate was sealed then. Like, I'm going to have a yeast infection. And if you ask me, that's a hate fuck, because like, you wouldn't do that to someone you didn't hate, right? Like,
Okay,
I don't know what I ever did.
That's time, I'm afraid. But
So
oh my
I was
God.
captivated by your story. I didn't laugh, but I'm just captivated. I don't think it's a hate fuck. He sounds like a dude that, like, I mean, does this guy, you would assume this guy probably gets a lot of tail, judging by how interested you were with him, right?
Yeah, like, you know, he was the one everybody wanted to have. And it was the most bizarre encounter ever. I'm like, this is what all the hype was about? I'm walking away with a yeasty, like.
So do you think he, yeasty.
You should have called it a yeasty during the story. That probably would have done it.
Yeah. Did you end up getting a yeast infection?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn, just one finger. It's incredible men have so much power over your body. It's just one finger in the wrong place and boom, you're at the doctor.
I know, he violated me in every way, man. Like, he like finished in me and was like, so you're gonna get plan B tomorrow, right?
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
I have no
Maybe it was a hate fuck.
Jesus.
I think it was. I don't know what I ever did.
Maybe it's not personal, though. Maybe it's not personal. Maybe he's just, I mean, it sounds like a sick guy. Why would he try to fuck your belly button? Like, did he, like, that just, do you think he got confused or?
Like, how can you, though? Like, really?
And then he was fingering your belly button?
Yes, and I was so confused. I was just lying there in shock, like, what is even happening right now?
It's funny because you described you were so turned on. He could have pretty much done anything straightforward and it would have been good. But he ended up like eating out your belly button, fingering your butthole into your vag, nibbling on your vag, like doing all the craziest shit
all the
possible.
wrong things. God damn.
I know, and the worst thing is I fucked him again.
You fucked him again?
What?
Yeah.
Was it better the second time?
Yeah, I think maybe like he realized like what he did like wasn't cool for like a random fuck, like maybe with a girlfriend if like that's something you're into, but like I feel like he had regrets.
Did you ever talk to him about it at first, or were you just like, let's try it, let's give it another shot, see what it looks like?
I never brought it up to him.
Yeah, it's nice to be handsome, you know.
Someone save me.
Like I'm sorry, but it's fucking nice to be handsome. Like, you know, I watch The Bachelorette. I've been watching The Bachelorette, and they go, and then like they always fall in love with the most handsome guy on the show, and they go, there's just something about him. We just connect. It's like, no, he's just fucking like super handsome. Like they're always so dumb. They have no connection. And here you are letting a man fuck your belly button, and you going back for seconds. You know, the life is not fair.
God bless.
But you know what? It's just like Zach said. Like, you know, when you're horny enough, it don't matter. You'll go for it.
Fuck yes. You're right.
So did you finish up during that first session?
Honestly, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
I was like pretty drunk, but
Nice.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Zach, what the fuck?
What is he doing?
So
He's playing a
he
lot
just
of
played
sound
that
bites.
stuff. So okay,
Oh,
fantastic.
canceling.
Well, yeah, I have a feeling he was just excited. Probably he was drunk. It sounds like you guys were drunk, and you know, I don't think it was a hate fuck. But hey, what do I know? He's got. It sounds like he's got Hantrum Man syndrome, where he just gets away with anything. Does he have a good personality?
Yeah, like, but like, I just don't get it. I've never seen this belly button thing on Pornhub. I've never heard of this before in my life. Like, does anybody out there have a similar experience? I don't
gotta
know.
say, I think he was drunk, and he just.
You think he just missed?
I think he just missed because it isn't a thing as far as I'm aware. I know it's hard to believe, but like, I think that's what happened.
So like, he goes from playing with my nipple to sliding his hand down like a few centimeters or whatever, a few inches. And he's like, yep, that's definitely the puss.
The only other explanation is that like he was in a recent relationship where the girl liked that stuff, and sometimes you're like, oh, she likes it, everybody likes it.
Yeah, every girl also loves a surprise finger in the asshole.
Some do.
Got him.
But was it dry? It went in dry, huh?
Yeah, like I was just,
That's not
I don't know, shook at that point. So
Well, he got you back in the bed, so congratulations to him. Would you marry him if he asked you straight up? Be honest.
no, he just got married too.
What's his name? Give me his full name. I'm just kidding.
What's his phone
Don't.
number?
I'm just kidding. I just want his newlywed to hear this story. Well, she's obviously been through the ringer too, so shout out to her.
Yeah, she
All
I
right.
don't know.
Well, T, I've loved being on the phone with you. Good, and I say God bless to all the indigenous people that you'll be defending, and
Thank you.
and I wish you and all your future yeasties well and quick recoveries from them all. All right.
No more since then. Thank you very much. It was
Excellent.
awesome.
All right.
being
Thank you,
on this.
T.
Take care, T. God bless you.
Wow. Yeasty's a new one. I like that.
Wow. Great soundbite.
Calling it a yeasty.
Great soundbite. See, that's the thing, you guys. Don't be too jealous of handsome guys, because this is the type of shit they get up to. Like, really handsome, beautiful men, you know, like movie star level shit. They get into weird shit like this, and nobody ever stops them. It's the same thing as like super beautiful women. You go, they're just so dumb, and they don't do anything, and they just like, you know, they just lay there like fish. That's like, you know, that's the trope, right? So that's what guys do. They just go straight for the asshole dry.
Love it.
You ever
Don't-
do that?
don't
Zach-
love it.
I feel like that's a Zach move to go for the asshole dry.
Nah, you can't go dry, man. You know, maybe a little
At
spit
least
on
you
there.
know that. At least
yeah.
Zach knows you can't go dry.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice loogie on there.
Hey, so two things real quick. One, somebody donated $20 in the chat and said I want to do some impressions to make Ethan laugh. Thank you for the $20. However, just in case you missed it at the top of the show, the way to get on as a contestant is to become a member and to join the Discord. And in there, you will see Zach, AB, and Ian. They're the one organizing all of this.
You
Speak
can
to
message
them. We're pretty full up on contestants today, but if you want to do it for next time, because I think this is going to be an ongoing thing, that's the way to do it. And then also, we're at 30 minutes if you want to do our ad reads real quick.
Let's do our ad reads, make all this possible. Show like this is very expensive to put on. Giving away $100 so far. Tough crowd today. The stories are great, though.
Yeah, no, it's been engaging, even if you
All
don't
right,
crack.
let's thank our sponsors. Let's start here with Liquid IV.
Liquid
okay?
IV.
This is I love Liquid IV. Comes like this. You open it up.
The bag is kind of the same
Here,
tone as the green
I'm gonna
screen.
use it right now. So you get these little tubes, right? And you've got different flavors, different formulas. This one, for example, is super hydration. One stick apparently equals 2 to 3 times more hydration than a glass of water. So you just pop that in there, right? This is one. The one that I really like is they've got a like energy boost one. You know what flavor that is, Dan? The energy boost?
Oh.
And it's got like caffeine and
I forget what the flavor was. It was good though.
and all the
Tried it.
B12 and shit, and it wakes you up, dude.
Mhm.
Especially if you don't like coffee or if you just want to concentrate. And it's much more hydrating because it's in water. You know what I mean? Boom, love it. Hydrated, pumped, yacked, yoked. So and then they've got an immune boost one. Those are the 3 flavors I have: energy, immune boost, and hydration. Formulated for your pleasure. Tastes great. You feel great. And what more really can I say about Liquid IV? It's a fantastic product. It's clean. It is non-GMO, which says a lot. It's powder, so it's non-GMO. Give it a shot. Let me try another slug here because I'm losing some juice here in the middle of the show. Let me just pick myself up. Liquid IV.
I like it.
I really like it. I'm not playing it up. I do genuinely like it, and I
like
drink
it.
one pretty much every day. The energy one. Middle of the day, dude. You get that second wave easy. Second wind. Hey. Let's see. They've got 3 delicious flavors: sweet and juicy guava, crisp watermelon, and comforting apple pie. They contain 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. Healthier than sugary sports drinks, but no artificial flavors or preservatives, and less sugar than an apple. Made with clean ingredients, non-GMO, vegan, and free of gluten, dairy, and soy. That's what I'm talking about. Liquid IV is available nationwide at Walmart in the beverage section, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code H3 at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use the code H3 at liquidiv.com. Promo code H3. Get better hydration today at liquidiv.com. Promo code H3. I love sponsors when I really actually like their product.
Which is always. We love all of our sponsors.
Look,
folks.
I'm not going to tell you the ones I don't like, but these are the ones that I do like. Well, look, there's some sponsors. I'll straight up tell you I don't really use their service sometimes. It's like, just to hypothetically talk, it's like, menstrual. Stop! Yeah, maybe I'll stop. You're right, Zach. Speaking of products that I love and use myself, Ridge wallet. It's sleek. It's futuristic. It's right now. It's happening. It's Ridge wallets. Okay? Look. It's made of this super durable metal. It's lightweight. It's slick. You put your cards in here. Boom. See? Put your cards in there.
Yep.
It's got a money clip. When you want to use your cards, you slide them out, you slide them in. That's it. You don't want a huge wallet with all these coins. I can't stand having a chunky wallet. That's why I love Ridge, because it's like, I started carrying a bag with me because I have all this shit, and I'm just getting tired of carrying shit around. So I kind of swung the other way, and now I'm loving the Ridge because it's like, boom, out the door. Phone, Ridge, out the door. Holds 12 cards, up to 12 cards, plus room for cash. There's over 20 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. Let me show you these because they're actually pretty cool. Ridge.
I use the burnt titanium.
Ridge.com/H3. Take a look at these really cool designs and colors, bro. Oh, there's a new one. Damascus. That's pretty sweet.
Damascus. I hope that's not fake Damascus.
What is Damascus?
It's I think it's supposed to be like Damascus steel, which is like the ancient super sharp blades
Oh,
are
it's
made
like a
of
mythical steel?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's like it's like Valerian steel, but for real.
Oh, it's real then. I'm sure it's real.
It's what's on the sword Bell sent you.
No, I don't think so.
No, that thing couldn't cut a
That was
fucking...
that was cold steel.
That sword she sent me couldn't cut a slice of bread. Anyway, they got over 30 colors and styles. I love it, but don't take my word for it. There's over 30,000 five-star reviews. The durable material means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. You could buy this one wallet and carry it for life. The Ridge team is so confident you'll like it, they'll let you test drive it for 45 days. And if you don't love it, you could send it back for a full refund. Boom, dude. Come on. Who you kidding, huh? Get 10% off today and free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/H3. That's ridge.com/H3. Use code H3. Ridge Wallet. We love you. All right.
Who you kidding, huh?
Did AB really say that, or is that a drop?
No, that was a soundbite.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's kind of inappropriate to just come in with that so forcefully.
But thank you, Zach. Now I see Ian's frustration. The use of sound bites.
Yeah. Ian endured years of that shit, and now he's just a fucking robot. All right. Moving on. Let's do one of you guys now, because we've done the crew gets a shot to win $100 too, and what we've thought is they'll present a video. So we have some media here. So Zach, you want to introduce your video for us?
Thanks.
I think it kind of speaks for itself. It's a classic.
Because I know.
Oh, well, I've seen this, but okay. Let's see if I can see if I can endure this classic best cry ever. Wow, 80 million views, huh? 80 million views.
There.
I mean, yeah, it's worth it. Do we know the genesis? Well, here, people know it's this cry where he goes, ah! Do we know the origin of this, like where it came from?
Yes, it was on a show called Intervention. And
the dad's mad because he's gay? Is that
no?
Oh.
No. Intervention is about people that have drug abuse problems.
Oh, I always thought. I don't know why. I thought the dad was like disowned him because he was gay. That was always what I assumed. Because he seems kind of old school conservative and.
How can you tell that?
I think there was a similar meme at the time that was the background.
I don't know why. I just always assumed
Maybe he's
that.
giving you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe.
I mean, you could. Okay, he had a drug problem. I mean, shit. At least he can fix that. Can't fix gay. I mean, that's what the dad is thinking.
This imaginary scenario you come up with.
Okay.
All right.
Stop!
All right, here we go. Best cry ever. Come on, Ethan. Let's do this. Zach for $100. Here we go.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love
So hold on.
you.
Oh, because I assumed that this guy was gay, and he was like, fuck you, Dad. You disown me because I'm gay. But his dad has addiction problems, and the son is saying, I still love you, Dad. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, it might be the other way around. I don't know.
Because why would he be saying... Okay, whatever. I'm getting too deep into this. Zach, go ahead, ring the bell. I'm sorry. I'm ruining your moment, Zach. Give me a bell.
Give him a bell. There you
I
go.
know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
You know.
Oh.
You know what's funny?
I got him.
What's funny is that they thought this was this big, impactful, emotional moment, and they pipe in the emotional music. You know, everyone watching at home just started bursting laughing. But it is kind of a touching moment.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it's touching. It is a touching moment. It's just such a shame that he had to laugh like so goofy. Even his son was almost gonna laugh in his face. He's like, "Damn, Dad, I never heard that shit from you." Yeah. All right, Zach, you got $100 for that bullshit.
I'm actually, when Zach showed me that that's what his video was, I was like, dude, he's seen that a million times. He's not going to laugh, but I was wrong.
Classics work, man.
I guess so.
I shouldn't have laughed, honestly, but I got to try harder. That shouldn't have got by the
The barrier.
censor. All right, Zach, you get $100.
All right, thank you.
Let's move it on. Jason. Sergeant Saggy Sack, 25 years old, has a Thanksgiving story about a grandpa that he thinks can make Ethan laugh. Jason. Hello, Jason.
What's poppin'?
Sergeant Saggy Sack, do you indeed, in fact, have a saggy sack?
I am not a sergeant, but my sack is sagging.
Yeah.
Got him.
You're only 25, so have you always had a saggy sack, or do you think it's something you're aged into?
I used to practice the where you wrap a rope around it and hang pots from your sack in meditation.
Are you serious?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just genetics, I guess. I got a real loose one.
Oh, you do? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And have you ever got comments on the saggy sack, or is that just kind of something that's not that big of a deal?
Oh, for sure. I'm a part of a sports team, and you know, in the showers after the games, sacks are flinging all about, and you know, boys take notice.
Yeah, I mean, it must be really saggy if people actually notice, because I feel like how deep, it goes down significantly down towards your thighs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a tall dude.
Okay.
We're getting some sag, but I think it's just the effects of gravity.
Right.
Since I'm a little bit taller up, I don't know, maybe gravity's pulled them down a bit more.
You think there's higher gravity up there? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I got a science degree, so I think it adds up.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it just maybe be that your sack is closer to eye level for these guys, and so maybe they just got it in their face.
They got a better angle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be. I've never really considered others' perspectives,
Yeah, it's good to put yourself in other people's shoes.
Shit, you're right.
Jason, Sergeant Saggy Sack, we're going to give you 1 minute. You know the rules. When you hear the bell ring, you have 1 minute to make Ethan laugh. If you make Ethan laugh, you get $100. If you don't, we pull the giant cane and open the chute in the stage floor, and you fall to your death.
Fair enough.
All right, cool.
All right, here we go.
Okay, I will count you in. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go.
So we used to always have Thanksgiving with my grandparents, and my grandpa, always sat at the head of the table, like this super respected patriarch of the family, like retired Marine officer, college professor, just a very proper individual. So he finished the blessing, and we all start digging in. And I guess Grandpa got a bite that had a bit too much pepper in it. And you see him loading up this monster sneeze, and he fires it off into his napkin, looks away, sees that the food that was in his mouth is now in the yeasty sneeze rag, and just buries it back in, bites the food out, and just keeps on going like nothing happened. Everyone at the table starts losing their shit, just gagging. My mom had to excuse herself, go to the bathroom. She ended up puking, and Grandpa just carried on like nothing ever happened. Just absolute legend. So big up the boss man Grandpa for keeping it real in the streets.
That was really good. the Chetnese.
Yeah, I tried a little bit.
I had a hard time understanding what exactly happened with Grandpa. Did I
talk too fast?
No, I mean,
so he took a big. He was eating his food, then he sneezed into the napkin. Saw that the food that was in his mouth is now mixed in with the sneeze in his napkin, and went back in to eat it out.
Oh, he ate it out of the napkin?
Ate it out of the
see, yeah, I
yeasty
missed that.
sneeze
That's
rag,
fucking
bro.
disgusting.
Yeah, and everyone was losing it. Just trying to hold it in for Grandpa out of respect, but my mom had to take a step away, hit the bathroom.
Did he notice, like, or was he just like, I don't give a fuck?
I mean, he was like, he was at that age. He was just like, it's food. Like when I was a kid, we didn't have food, so you just eat the food even if it's covered in mucus.
Man, I
just go back in.
I'm curious. I'm curious how saggy your grandpa's balls are at this point in life.
I mean, honestly, I can only imagine.
Yeah, one can only dream. Well, someday you'll find out yourself.
When you go through Vietnam, and maybe I'll find out. Well, I don't think I'll find out how saggy his sack is.
Well, you'll find out
for that.
You'll find out by your
family.
genetics catching up with him.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll give you measurements every couple years.
Yeah,
if
keep
you're
checking
interested.
in. Keep checking in.
Update.
Yeah, send those pics to Dan. He'll.
Yeah, I got you. Is Dan interested? All right.
You can send it to
Fair enough.
Zach. You can send it to Zach.
Well, Saggy Sack, we loved to hear from you, but unfortunately the laughs were not had, and we wish you all the best. So thank you very much.
He
for
did
calling
make you chuckle prior to his actual allotted time.
Thank you very much.
It's unfortunate,
Saggy Sack.
yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me on.
All right, take care. You guys have saggy sacks or tight sacks?
Mine's pretty high and tight.
Yeah, I have a tight sack.
Yeah.
Depends.
I mean, temperature
depends.
it varies.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely, but yeah.
But in general, like if I check now, it's. I mean, it really does depend, but on the whole, pretty tight.
Are you guys left leaning or right? Like which one hangs lower than the other?
I think my left one is like substantially larger.
Mm-hmm.
Substantially? Might want to get that checked out. If it's
It's always been that way. It's always been that way. It's not like it's not. I mean,
I haven't really noticed
when you
a
put it-
disparity personally. I think I'm pretty balanced.
Wow, you must have nice nuts.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's move it on. Tough crowd today, guys.
I mean,
Here we have
Hey, how's it
Hez
going?
on the call.
Who's that? Hez?
Yes, it is.
Hez is a 20-year-old man who has a funny story about a bike accident and a trip to Walmart. Hez, are you going to make me laugh today? We're having a tough day here, a tough crowd. We've only given away $200. $100 of it was to Zach, and he didn't really deserve it, but okay.
You know, I'm gonna try my best, and if I don't make you laugh, I'll just give you $100. How about
You're
that?
going to give me $100.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the pressure's on.
Definitely.
All right, Hez.
Let's make this interesting.
You know the rules.
All
When
right.
you hear the ring of the bell, you got 1 minute to make either laugh. If you make either laugh, you got $100.
Let's fucking go. I'll count you in. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, hit it.
All right, so my freshman year of college, I was tricked into a pyramid scheme selling books door to door, and I only had like $20 to my name this one day. So I bought a bike and I rode it downhill because I thought maybe I can get around and knock on more doors faster. So I go to use I'm going downhill and I hit the brakes and they just don't work at all. And I ran straight into a truck coming off of the highway. I flew maybe like 15 feet through the air and I hit a stop sign. But I was in so much shock at the time, I didn't even realize I was in pain. And I got up and I was like, oh my God, where's my bike? Where's my bike? And like 50 people get out of their cars and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? You need to sit down. I'm like, no, my bike. And so like they sit me down and the ambulance shows up and they rip my pants off because they said I had internal bleeding in my legs, which I didn't. And now I'm in my underwear in front of like 50 people I don't know. And then fast forward, they let me out of the hospital without pants. So I had to like run to Walmart with no pants on to try and find somebody to like give me pants so I could go home because I didn't know how I was gonna go get anywhere. That's my story so far.
That's very interesting. They cut your pants off and then let you loose without pants. Did they give you a gown or something to wear?
No, I was just in whitey tighties and a backpack. What? So they let me go and I saw a police officer and I asked him for help and I was like, hey, and he just like immediately freaked out and pulled his gun out on me. And I was like, no, I normally wear pants, I swear. And he was like, all right, man, sure. And I asked him for a number for like a taxi and he gave that to me and the taxi driver had pulled up and even he was like, dude, I don't know if I can give you a ride. I'm like, dude, I promise I just need pants. I just need to get to Walmart.
Sounds like a bad dream.
This normally doesn't happen. Yeah, it sounded like a fever dream. Honestly, it's something that doesn't normally happen to people. I don't think it's something you would dream about. Like I know everyone has that dream where they're like naked, you know, like in a
it sounds
classroom
like
or
that.
something. And I'm like, man.
So
that
what's
just,
the
like,
protocol when they
it
cut
happened
off
in
your
real life.
pants? You'd think they have more procedure in place when they.
Well, they asked me. They were like, "Do you like these pants?" And I was like, "I mean, they're just khakis. I didn't know they were gonna rip them off." And so they took out a knife and they just ripped my pants
Do you
off.
like
They
these
should have been a
pants?
little bit more clear
Like
there.
these pants.
You weren't-
And I'm like, man, I really should have said I love my pants, but they were just khakis, so I didn't really care. But yeah, it was a rough day. I honestly, I went into that summer with about $7,000, and I did such a bad job. I left that summer in the hole $200.
Wow,
so
that's the perils of getting into that shit, man.
It was rough.
Damn.
I'll never do it again. I'll never do pyramid schemes again. I don't recommend them if you're ever, interested.
And
so,
how long did it take you to get home? How long were you pantless?
I was pantless for about 3 hours.
Bro, what?
I finally got home, and my roommates were like, "Hey, man, how was your day?" And I was like, "Man, it sucked. I had no pants for like half my day so far. Man, it was rough. I honestly, thinking back on it, it was the worst and best thing that's ever happened to me because it's something I can laugh about today. But man, great experience. Never thought going pantsless would be a great experience.
3 hours without pants. Well, Hez has done it all.
I've been everywhere.
Did you continue shopping without pants, or was that out of the question? Probably.
Yeah, well,
or continue
no,
selling.
I didn't want to steal the pants when I was in the Walmart, so I didn't put them on. I just held on to them and got in line. And when I stood in line, I was behind this mom who was with her kid, and they saw me standing behind them with no pants on, holding pants. The mom just like looked at her like,
you should have
son.
put the pants
and she was
on,
like,
man.
she was like, Billy, we gotta go. Let's go. And they left Walmart.
I would have just put the pants on. Zach is wondering if you have saggy balls.
Yes.
It depends on the weather. Because if it's cold weather, my balls just like they go into my body. Not like that
wow,
deep.
yeah, you got.
But
I gotta
know what
tell
I mean?
you, that one's pretty wild. I have to say, I've seen. First time I noticed balls going up was like it was in a porno, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I had to like stop and pause. I mean, it's very unusual. The balls go in. They go up.
Was it like like when people like twitch their ears on command? Was it like that? Like they could just make their balls go up and down, or do you?
Well, I didn't have that much of an intimate connection with the person, but you know what, Hez? Getting a little bit off track here. Thank you so much for your story, and save the $100. Don't send me $100, just in case you ever need to buy another pair of pants. Okay?
Good call.
Appreciate it, Ethan, and I love the show. And thanks for having me on. I've been a fan since Israel.
Thank
you guys
you,
are doing
man.
a great
Thank
job.
you, Hez. Appreciate you. All right, take care. You guys believe that?
The retracting the balls thing?
No, the 3 hours without pants. You go to Walmart and not put the pants on? You stand in line without pants and underwear?
Well, I mean, they might think that you're trying to steal or something.
Well, you
I
just
guess
give
I
them
can
the
kinda
tag.
Yeah, I probably put the pants on.
I mean,
they got the like security thing on them.
Oh, that's true. They're gonna have to take off the little
They
magnetic.
put
thing.
tags on like 20. Okay. All right. You know what? Hez. God bless you. Up next, we've got Lizzy, Lizard Brain. 24-year-old has a funny story about her being a nude model in an art class that she thinks will make Ethan laugh. Lizzy, are you with us?
I am. Hello.
Lizzy, Lizard Brain.
Hi.
Is that some
Yes,
kind of
that is
alpha
me.
brain type of thing? What is a lizard brain?
Well, my nickname as a child was Smelly Lizard, and I have maybe 2 working brain cells at the most.
Oh,
so,
you consider yourself a dumb person?
well, it's more of like I read a lot of books, but sometimes just head empty kind of thing. And I mean, in this story, you'll get to hear one of those moments. So, from one Jew to another as well. Shalom.
Shalom,
Shalom.
Lizzy. All right. Well, you were a nude model That's pretty adventurous. How
Yeah.
did you get yourself into being a nude model? How did you work up the courage to do that?
Well, I had a plan at the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic went down and everything. I had just gotten a personal trainer, and I decided that 2020 was going to be the year of doing it for the bit. So I thought that I could, I would sign up to be this like nude art model at this studio by my place, and it was going to be empowering, and it was going to be motivation for me to like get super like, just like taut like a bowstring, right? Well, that didn't happen. But I forgotten I had applied, and I ended up doing it as a last minute fill-in.
Did they pay you, or is it just kind of like a, hey, here I am?
Yes, it was paid. So
Okay,
it was a
that's good.
3-hour long class. Yeah. And,
3
It
hours.
was, yes.
Did you
yeah,
shit
3
your
hours.
bro? I hope you shit yourself or something, and you just didn't move.
I mean, I was very, very aware of what my body was doing.
Well, let's hear the story. Let's hear the story.
Yeah, let's know.
I'm intrigued now.
All right.
Okay, Lizzy,
Yeah.
you know the rules. When you hear the bell ring, you have 1 minute to make me laugh. If you make me laugh, you get $1 billion.
That's right.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right, Zach, get ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
So I think they had thought that I had done this before, nude modeling, when they had asked me to be a fill-in for this beginning nude figure drawing class the first day, which I had not. So I didn't actually know I was supposed to come up with my own poses on the spot. So at one point, they were having me do a section of 1 pose per minute. And it's a 3-hour long class, right? So I was running out of ideas. And I had been in a standing position. And so I just, for the bit, yes, and I was trying to be creative, and I ended up, without thinking, bending over into a child's pose and presenting my entire asshole and Pikachu to this room, like Arby special. And I had to stay there for the longest minute of my life. I mean, I got great reviews from the older gentleman right behind me. He actually personally thanked me. But there's a charcoal drawing of my razzle dazzle somewhere out there, and yeah, I haven't heard back from them since.
Well, Ethan laughed.
I feel like I did laugh, and
You
and
laughed.
You deserved that. I mean,
Did you refer to your lady parts as a Arby special at one point?
Well, yeah, I've got a whole list of names.
Well,
Pikachu is kind of the default.
do you have big labia? Is that what that means? Labia.
Surprisingly, I actually have an innie, so
Oh, you
no,
do?
I don't. But I'm sure at that position, anything is,
Right,
I
it's all hanging out. Nice.
I felt everything.
Okay, so what exactly happened? You were doing all these poses, and you're just like, just in the motions, and then once you were on all fours, you're like, oh shit, I'm stuck, and this is not appropriate.
That is exactly what happened, because it was a section of like, it was maybe a 10-minute section where I was doing 1 pose a minute. And so I was having to move very freely.
Oh my
It's
God,
also a
dude.
beginning class, right?
So
they
it's just a
want,
bunch
like,
of vagrants and
variation.
shit. It's not like real artists.
So that's the thing. It was like
Yeah.
it was this art school in my neighborhood, and there's a legit art school, and I know they have like advanced classes and everything. I know one of the students there was she was majoring in medical illustration, so she had to take this class in order to build her portfolio.
That was perfect for her.
Right, exactly. She got, she was kind of off to the side, so she didn't get like that full view, but I don't know what that older gentleman was doing there, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he
So-
he said thank you.
That's fuck. Did he really thank you?
Yeah, so it's kind of, it's strange because you're the only one there who's naked, and you're in a room of people sitting around you in a circle, and they have to stare at you, and like it's a weird situation. So nobody really wants to be awkward and like say hi to the naked lady in the room, but like, it's just like a delicate situation, right? So at the end of the class, I'm like getting my stuff back on, but I'm still like tits out, right? And this guy, he just kind of leaned over and went, "Thank you so much." And I was like,
How'd that make you feel?
well, this man has so many drawings of me now, so.
And at the same token,
That's
though,
awful.
like, it is nice to be thanked. You know.
Listen,
Yeah.
I the fact that like, you know, I was appreciated because like nobody was talking to me, right? Because it's weird. They had an introduction part of the class where everyone was going around saying who they were, and I thought they were going to introduce me, but they didn't. So
That's awesome.
So I was just nameless naked lady.
So did you see any of his drawings? Did you see any of the result of your
So I saw a few. At one point, they kind of had like a show and tell halfway through the class while I was on my break because they're trying to be good about like giving you breaks. And I hadn't done it before, so like I didn't know if I was supposed to look at them. At one point, they were showing examples to the class, and I was able to see, you know, and like there was one man who really went all in on the shading of my nipples.
Nice.
Which, you know, it's really interesting to see what you look like in the eyes of beginners trying to draw your body. So there were some parts where I'm like, wow, I am immortalized in beautiful charcoal. And then other parts I'm like, oh, so that's what I look like.
Yeah, sure.
Dope.
So I'm assuming you never did it again, but
well, I have not heard back. You know,
haven't
I'm
heard
still on
back,
their
right,
roster. So who knows? Maybe they'll call me back. Maybe that
Interesting.
gentleman really gave me a raving review.
Well, Lizzy, you succeeded in making me laugh. Very strong contestant. I don't think you have a lizard brain. I want to correct you on that one. I don't think I'd like to correct the record on that one. I think you have a human brain. If I can go so far as to compliment you on that, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Lizzy. Thank you. Stay on the line. We are going to give you $1 billion for making me laugh.
That's
So
right.
You are set
Thank
for
you.
life. All right.
Thank you.
You know, it'd be pretty funny for someone like me. I assume most nude models are like kind of, I thought, from what I understood, they like kind of fat, nasty people because it's more interesting to draw. But I've never done a nude drawing thing before.
I have not either, but I know I don't know if they prefer the fat, nasty people necessarily, but I see what you mean. There's more nuance to draw there.
Nuance, exactly.
Yeah.
Who wants to look at a beautiful naked woman all day? Not me.
I imagine if you're a guy, you'd have to chub up a little bit, right?
Well,
It's
that's
a very,
probably not
like-
the idea.
No,
yeah,
Zach.
that's not the idea, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Well, but I mean, if a girl gets all on all fours and presents that all to you,
You're in a room full of a lot of people, and
well, you don't have control necessarily, Dan.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to defend poor Zach here.
You die on that hill.
Interesting.
Okay, moving on. We have John.
John Barker, Skull and Mortar. He's 38. Wow. What an old fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty old, man.
You're older than
My
me.
hair's
Shit,
grayer than
dude.
yours.
What?
Yeah, I'm almost geriatric.
Thanks for watching. I like the retirement crowd.
Yeah, I just filled out my ARP the other day.
Nice, dude. We're going to have to go for an early bird special together.
I'm into it, man. Let's make it happen.
Denny's, baby.
John Barker, 38, has a funny poop experience that he thinks will make me laugh. John, what do you do for a living?
I am a chef.
Hey! Do you have an early bird special at your restaurant?
I don't because I'm very greedy, but for you, I could probably make it happen.
Do you own your own restaurant, or are you a chef at the restaurant?
I own a food truck and a kitchen here in Indianapolis.
Nice.
Wow. Good for you.
That's cool.
You're a go-getter,
Thank
eh?
you, man.
You're one of those go-getter people I hear about.
I mean, you might as well try, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. The food truck's really popular right now, though, eh?
Yeah, no doubt, especially with all the COVID closures and whatnot.
And so business is good for you, even despite the pandemic?
Oh, yeah, we win Best Indy every year, so we're always busy.
You win the best what?
The Best of Indy.
Oh, my goodness. We're talking to a legend, John Barker. What's the name of your food truck?
Oh, no, you want me to tell a shit story on the name of my food truck and the same thing?
Well, you don't have to. I just figured I wanted to give your food truck a shout-out.
Yeah, it's called Beach Bum Barbecue, and then, of course, I own Skull and Mortar, too.
Of course. Well, if I'm ever out in Indianapolis, I'd love to try your food. It sounds like it's amazing. So congratulations on having such a prosperous business. Good job, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, now let's move on. We've got, you know the rules, John. You have 1 minute to make me laugh. When you hear the ring of the bell, you'll start, and if you make me laugh, you get 100 fresh dollar bills.
I'm gonna go for it. Let's make
All
it
right,
happen.
John.
All right,
Let's do this.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I made the mistake of eating at a $5 China buffet, drink included. So 3 plates in, I'm cramping hard. Crapping is coming. But I'm not going to shit on the buffet toilet, right? So I hop in the car and I head to my mom's because it's close by, but she's not home. So I'm a big dude. I'm trying to climb in the windows, and I'm full-blown panicking because I'm a grown man about to shit himself. There's really no way around this. So I realize I'm not going to make it. I run back to my car and I start looking for the nearest toilet. My friends are kind of feeding into this panic, and I Tokyo drift as hard as I can into the BP parking lot. I run in, my ass at maximum capacity. The shit is breaking the plane of my asshole here. I'm very scared, Ethan. So I run into the bathroom. I pull down my pants. I shit all over the toilet, the floor, everything. So I clean myself up, and as I go to flush, I see the out of order sign. So there's nothing I can do. It's a complete rectal murder, and the worst part is I make eye contact with the cashier on the way out, and she saw me. She knew, and I even saw her at Kroger like a week later. It was a pretty tough situation.
You know, you know, you were trying to climb in the windows of your mom's house.
Yeah, I'm a big guy, Ethan. I'm very large.
How tall? What's your weight?
So at the time I was, let's say I'm about 6'1". At the time I was probably pushing like 290. So I'm a little smaller now, but these windows were high up. They were probably a solid like 5-6 feet off the ground.
Yeah, no, I've been there. So you walked into this. What kind of store was it?
It was a BP.
What is BP?
It's like a gas station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't have those around here apparently. And so the toilet was out of order, and you blasted on it anyway. That's great.
Oh yeah, dude. I had no clue. Like, I mean, I was in such a panic. I didn't pay attention to any signs. You know.
I've been there, man. You know what I mean? I've been there. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
I recently, I don't know what happened, but I was driving my car. This happened like a year ago. I was going into the office actually to shoot a podcast, coming down from downtown from a meeting or something, and I had this shit so bad. I knew my best shot was just to hit the office straight. I started crying. Yeah. I was crying. I was in so much pain, and I was just clenching and praying. And sometimes when you're on a bench, you just kind of like try to sit and squeeze, like put the pressure, the cork the bottle. And I was crying, I was praying, and I was just fucking begging God, please, if you're there, show me a sign. And I did make it. I did make it that day. And I'm glad you made it too, man.
And thank God for the power of prayer.
Yeah. God actually answered my prayers that day, I'm happy to say. Right. Shit, I'm not...
I mean, mine too.
I should be a religious man. I overlooked that miracle.
Get with me later. We'll pray together.
Let's say some prayers, baby. All right, John Barker.
Shalom, my friend.
I didn't laugh, but I appreciate you, and I love the story, and I love what you're doing in life. So keep it up, all right?
Thanks for the opportunity.
All right, take care, buddy.
You too. Bye.
I'm doing pretty good today.
You're handling it, man.
I saw you guys cracking up back there, but
I thought that one was going to get you for sure. He was a good storyteller too, so you know.
I have one question. You were crying?
Yes.
Like on the...
No, I was in so much pain. I was so desperate. And I didn't want to shit my pants so bad because I knew it wasn't going to be like a nug. It was going to be like a torrent of... It was
Were
like...
you crying from like the frustration or pain?
From the pain, the discomfort.
Wow. I've been there, man.
But you know, it was like when I actually did take a dump, I mean, it was like...
Ecstasy?
Well, I'm just saying the volume was, and the consistency was not something you would want in your car. So I wasn't, you know.
Oh, nasty.
It would have ruined my whole fucking day.
You didn't share that with us.
Well, I think we had like a big guest or something too. So there was a lot on the line. So let's go do one of your guys' videos now. Dan, you've got a video. You want to set it up for me?
No, I don't actually. I just want you to watch it cold.
All right.
Make sure you have audio.
It's 1 minute, 6 seconds, Dan.
That's all right.
Pushing it. You know the rules around here. All right, here we go. Dan's video. Looks like it's hitting his thighs more than his iron crotch kung fu. Oh. Why is this of discipline? Iron crotch?
我今年65岁，从10来岁、19岁就跟着我们这老师学这套拳，在我们村是流传有300多年，只有这唐王朱三姓。
I mean, to be honest, if I didn't get you by now, I'm not going to. I mean,
I'm intrigued. I want to finish it.
锻炼到一定程度，下来是老师才引进门开工。任何人不要模仿，这样一模仿都要处死。
Bro, I wouldn't put my kids in iron crotch.
Is that not insane?
And yeah, it's like, dude, you're not. Like, what kind of discipline? What isn't karate for, like, self-defense and stuff? I mean, you're just slamming a log into your
50
dick.
kilograms, dude. Which is like, what, like 120 pounds or something?
Oh, there's more? Oh, there's other stuff.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of stuff, yeah. But yeah, obviously
we love it. We love it, though. Great piece from Dan. Great submission. All right, where are we? We just talked to. Who we talked to?
You're on Avery.
Avery, mega awesome nerd. Avery.
Hi, Ethan. What's that?
Avery, you're 26-year-old. You have a funny story about a Karen, and thinking you were somebody else. There's a picture for reference. You want me to show this?
I would say save it towards the end, or
Okay,
maybe
sure.
kind of in the middle.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
just- I'll just cue it up, and
yeah,
you can reference it.
It's a dealer's choice. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Avery. How are you today?
Okay.
Are we feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be back. Just chilling. I saw Zach's call and saw he needed people and decided to help. Didn't even know $100 was a thing. So, just looking to make you laugh. Hopefully.
All righty. You know the rules, Avery. You get 1 minute. When the bell rings, you make me laugh. You get $100 billion.
Wow.
Okay?
All right, let's do this. I'll count you in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, cool. So 2018, I'm at Las Vegas for NAB with me and my boys. Some of them are like minorities, other like white dudes. So it looks like I have a bit of an entourage. So we're leaving like our hotel room in the Flamingo, and we passed by this like huge like bridal and groom party. Like there's definitely a bride there and stuff, and some dudes in tuxedo and the bridesmaids and all that. And as we're passing by, there's this one lady who like starts whispering to like the other people, like staring at me and stuff. And then like they all started whispering and staring at me. And then finally the lady, she just blurts out, she's like, "Oh my God, oh my fucking God, are you Michael Orr? Are you the Blind Side guy?" And like Ethan, I get that sometimes people think I look like Fat Steve Urkel, or I look like, Andre the Black Nerd, or, I look like Cookie from that one Nickelodeon show. But I do not look anything like Michael Orr or the Blind Side dude. And I was confused until like halfway through she kept saying Blind Side, and I realized what she was talking about. I'm like, no way am I this
Unfortunately,
dude. So I'm
that
telling
is
her,
time.
Nah, I'm not
That's
this dude.
1 minute.
Damn. Am I really out of time?
You can finish the story, though. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, totally. So I tell her, "Nah, dude, I'm not this dude." And then at first she's like, "Oh, no, come on, you're trying to goof me, you're trying to be coy." And I'm like, "No, I'm not this dude." And then finally she's like, "No, you are this dude. You are the Blind Side guy. Like, you're fucking him." And then like even my friend who's like white, he's stepping in and he's like, "Hey, dude, like, this is not Michael Orr. This is not the Blind Side guy." And then finally she was going to leave me alone. So then finally I was just like, fuck it. So I was all like, "You know what, miss? I am the Blind Side guy." Yeah. and she's like, "Yes, I fucking knew it." And she's all like, "I knew it. I don't see color. I know trying to play coy.
I
And
don't
I'm
see
like,
color.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah. She told me she didn't see color, and I was like, okay, lady. And then she's all like, can you take a picture with my daughter? She's getting married and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get a picture of his daughter. So I keep fucking with them. I keep
I'd
fucking
love
with
to
the
see
names on
that.
purpose.
You know,
Yeah.
I've seen these the kind of memes on Reddit where they're like, they're super drunk and they're like, I took a celebrity photo with somebody and it doesn't look anything like them.
Yeah,
I'd love
it
to
was
see
very
that.
much like that, but they're sober, so I don't even know why. And like, and if you see the pictures, Ethan, you can see them now, I guess. But like, I look nothing like the
Oh, that's
actor
you. Okay, I see.
or like
I
the
didn't see.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, are you you're a big dude? I'm assuming.
I get the big dude, but it's like I
You
have like the
kinda
jungle
see-
Mike thing going on.
I
I
think-
got a little bit of like a huge gut,
You don't look like an athlete.
Exactly. Yeah. Or I don't have the face. Like I get the tall thing, but she was all like face. She was like your face matches. Like and so yeah. So to fuck with her, I was just like yeah, and she kept telling me her name, and I kept fucking it up. So at first she was like, yeah, I'm Susan. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, Sam. And then I kept changing like Beth and shit. And
Well,
during the picture, I kept fucking it up on purpose, subtly, so they keep having taking it over and over. And then finally, after they got a picture that they liked, because she started getting annoyed, I was like, hey, I want you to tag me on Twitter and like post this picture. And so she's like, she'll do it. And so for the whole weekend, me and my friends kept trying to look up these two dudes after Googling them, seeing if it ever showed up, and it never did.
That's a shame. They must have figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, Avery,
And she put it on Facebook,
we
yeah.
appreciate the story, and that's pretty cool though that someone mistook you for some, big beautiful celebrity, and I think you are a big beautiful celebrity, and I would take a photo with you if I ever saw you, knowing full damn well that you are a mega awesome nerd. Thank you for the story.
Dave, yeah. No problem. One
Thanks,
day when
Avery.
COVID's over, we'll take that picture.
We'll snap that for sure. Don't come to my house though. I'll come to you. Don't come to me. All
Yeah,
right,
no,
all right.
that's weird. Yeah.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Hannah. We've got
Hello?
Hannah, 21 years old. Have a funny story about when you were in veterinary assistant class. Oh, I didn't know that was a class. What? What kind of class is that in high school?
So basically, it was the first year our school ever offered it because it was not funded prior. So it was a shit show basically from the get-go.
Interesting. Okay, let's do it, eh? Let's do it.
Okay.
Hannah, you know the rules. You get 1 minute from the time we ring the bell. If you make me laugh, you get $100. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Dan, ring that mother-loving bell.
Okay, counting you in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we showed up to the class. Prior to this day, we had only practiced giving shots to oranges. So our teacher thought that it would be a great idea that we were able to go to a farm that he had found with some cowboy with some random ass goats to give them shots because he thought we were prepared to do that,
Yeah.
So we get in these like creepy raper vans that apparently our school had provided for us, and all these 17, 18-year-olds hop up in these vans with teachers. This wasn't like a loud field trip either, so we just sketchily rode off in these vans with our teacher to this farm. So we get there, and this cowboy dude is like, all right, you guys are ready to artificially inseminate these goats?
Oh, no way.
And we're like, what? So they pick me to go first, and I get this needle, and then I jam it into this goat, but they have some thick-ass skin, so I start pushing the syringe, and all this goat jizz starts falling down the side of this poor goat onto my shoes. I'm wearing, like, holy sneakers,
All right,
so it's, like,
that's
seeping
time,
down
but
into my shoes.
keep going.
I think we need a sound
And-
effect for time's up, so we can just let them keep
We have
going.
Yeah, sorry, I can't.
Something quicker, it's like beep. Anyway, keep going. I'm fascinated by the story.
Yeah, so there's goat jizz dripping down this poor goat. It's screaming in pain because, it has this thick-ass syringe just, like, stabbed into it. So Mr. Cowboy's like, girl, it's a goat. Just stab it. It's not going to feel anything. You're fine. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt it anymore. So he goes and shows me how to stab it, and then he's like, all right, now you just got to push it in. And I'm like, all right, sure. So I thought he was going to just let me do it, but no, he comes over and he like takes it back out, gives it to me, makes me stab this poor goat again.
Where'd you stab
And
the
then
goat to inseminate it?
It was like in the neck. It's just so weird. I don't get it.
What? You inserted semen into the neck? You know, that's not how procreation works.
But I don't. They said, "Yep, we're gonna artificially inseminate these goats with a shot to the neck, and they're gonna have some babies."
Man, that's crazy. You go from orange to stick a needle in a goat neck. Where do you live?
I live in Utah.
Utah?
Sadly,
Could be more. I thought I was. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. That's. So how did all the other kids do with the assignment?
I mean, the other people in the class, because this like class was led by like the FFA teacher, who's like the future farmers of America. So they're all like horse girls and like cowboys, and they're like, we do this shit every day.
I just got done inseminating my goat myself before I came to school.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you feel that you can inseminate a goat now if you had the opportunity?
I don't know how well it actually worked. I was never able to see like the end results, you know, so I don't know if I would be able to do it again just because I don't know how legit the entire thing was.
Well, I love the image. You got in a rape bus loaded up with a syringe of goat jizz and shocked a goat in the neck with it. It sounds like a good ass time.
It was a good senior year day, you know, just your normal high school things.
Well, Hannah, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you for the story. And were the goats suffering, or were they kind of just whatever?
They are kind of just like whatever. I'm sure this cowboy like fucking roughhouses them with all the time, you know, like throws them on the ground and ties their legs up and all that shit. And they're like, yeah, this is just a normal day.
Well, you know, the comment, he says, hey, it's just a goat. Kind of, you know, it was a little disturbing. I mean, hey, goats.
It's really
goats are
hot.
men.
They
Have you
feel
heard?
pain.
You've heard goats scream. They sound like men. You know about
Yeah,
that.
and that's what happened when I first shoved this needle in this
You have
goat.
that soundbite,
makes this
Zach?
like exorcism noise.
Goat sounds
Pull it
like
right now.
man. Yeah, you better pull that, Zach. We need that. Anyway, this is for you, Hannah.
You're triggering the harsh memories.
Is that a
right now.
PTSD moment?
Yeah,
Sorry,
kind of just.
flashback.
It's rough.
Well, Hannah, thank you for sharing your story. I did not laugh, but I enjoyed every moment of it. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Take care.
Have a good one.
I had like some animal ed kind of stuff. I forget what they called it, but like dissecting a worm or some shit like that. You know, I never injected
biology?
semen. Yeah, I never injected semen.
Yeah, our school, my high school actually had that FFA program that she's talking about. So I had some friends that were in it, and they did weird ass shit like that, but not me. Holy shit.
That's a goat?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What is up with the insemination in the neck, though?
Can someone look that up? That's not a thing, right?
That sounds insane.
That doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Jizz
a
in the
ton
neck,
about
man.
inseminating goats, but that doesn't track with me.
I mean, hey, I'm not a future farmer of America.
I'm not an
though, so
FFA.
fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be totally wrong on this one. Well, I'm actually I'm gonna save these other ones. We've got a few other ones. I'm gonna save them for next week.
That's okay if you want to save them. I don't know if we're going to be doing this next week because A, it is Thanksgiving next week.
Oh my goodness.
And
Well,
B,
maybe-
I don't know if I should reveal this, but you're doing someone else's podcast next Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. So I'm doing someone else's podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Well,
wanna,
we could do it on a different day. We could do it on like.
we could theoretically do it on a different day.
But you're right. Thanksgiving kind of throws a wrench in things, eh?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Let's finish them out then. I need more water though. Hold on one sec.
Okay, so what's up, Dan?
Hey,
how you doing, man?
What's up, everybody? Ethan stepped away for a second. Oh, what is this, Zach? What you got?
Get funky with it, man.
Oh.
So Zach, why'd you use a soundbite of me during an ad?
I'm gonna go pee.
Oh,
you're gonna go pee?
We got this. We got this.
Just a quick break, everybody. Just a quick break.
Let me throw AB. Let's see some moves.
Some moves?
Yeah, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Oh, he's going. Here we go. Oh, what?
Get it.
Ooh. Oh! Holy shit. Let's give it up for AB. Let's give it up for AB in the chat, everybody. A little love for AB.
Ian?
Yeah, where's Ian? Ian, you got some moves? You want to share with us?
Dancing with your cat.
What you got? You and Ruben. Did your cat flipping the fuck out? Wow, that's some good moves, dude. You good? You good, Ian? Wow. Let's give it up for Ian and Ruben. Ruben is his cat.
Ian and Ruben.
He just adopted his cat very recently. So congratulations to him and his girlfriend for their first child. They're very proud. They're very proud. And Zach, what you got? Show me what you got. Let's go. Yep. Yep. Oh, Zach. Oh, no.
All right, Zach, keep it together. I walk away for one moment, and Zach's taking his shirt off. I didn't have coffee this morning. I didn't have time, so I'm actually going to bust out my...
It's completely transparent.
Oh, it is? My Liquid IV Energy, same color. And my glass of water here to help pick me up so we can finish this up, but this will help. It's green. I like green. All right.
I like it.
Thank you guys for holding that down while I...
AB showed us some serious moves. He's got the Jackson moves.
Can I see? Hit me with that.
Well,
just give me a quick preview.
You can't do it again.
Really?
I mean, it's a little tacky.
I command you.
You can go watch the VOD.
Go ahead. I'm gone again. I need more water.
Oh my God.
What is it?
We want to see you dance again.
He's waiting for me to dance?
Yeah, dance.
All right. Round 2. Here we go. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa. Here we go.
Oh, I forgot.
Here we go.
Wait. Bring AB back. AB, I forgot. You're like a Michael Jackson simp.
I never said that. We got in a disagreement about some things.
But that was a Michael Jackson dance move, bro.
Everyone knows Michael Jackson dance moves.
I mean, I
know
see
them. I don't know if I could do them.
I'm not actively practicing them.
They could just as easily be called Chris Brown moves, but I don't know if that's any
Ooh. What's with you and these problematic dancers?
Yeah, bro? You pick your fighter, Michael Jackson or Chris Brown.
Oh, no,
We're gonna have to have a debate someday, a Michael Jackson debate someday, but I think that's a dead meme. I don't know how I feel about you simping for
literally
me
dead
and
meme.
Michael Jackson.
No, I don't like Chris Brown.
No, you said Michael Jackson.
Who do you like better, me or Michael Jackson?
You.
Okay,
Wow.
No hesitation. Thank you.
Damn.
I've never fucked a little boy.
Michael Jackson don't pay the bills.
What? Oh, he's got a good point. He knows who pays his rent.
He would, though. He would pay your bills if you met him a little younger. If you were like 8 years old, he'd pay all your fucking bills. Send your
Who's the
parents
next
to
caller?
Europe.
I just said the guy. Never mind. I don't want to get into it.
This is really good, by the way. It tastes great. This is lemon ginger, matcha, guaisua. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Ginger. Tastes great. I'm pepped up. I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's finish it off.
Legend of the Grind. Seth, 22 years old, has a story involving his truck and his high school play that he thinks will make me laugh. Seth, are you with us today?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll tell you, though, I'm feeling less confident about making you laugh after hearing all these other stories, but we'll give it a shot.
It's been a tough day. I don't know. I think think by myself. I'm very. This is very challenging. I think, and I'm afraid. You know, I need to loosen up a little bit. Maybe smoke some weed before or something.
It's funny though. You keep saying it's a tough crowd today, but like technically, you're the tough crowd.
You are
trying
the
to make
crowd.
you laugh.
Yeah, I'm the tough crowd. Well, Seth, I have faith in you.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
This is going to
You
be
know
the
the
one.
rules. When the bell rings, you do your thing. You get 1 minute. If you win, you get 100 crisp, juicy dollar bills. All right, Seth.
Yes, please.
All right, Seth.
All right.
I will count you in. Here we go. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
So, when I was in high school, I had a huge diesel truck that I pretty much drove as like a joke, because anyone who knows me knows I'm like a soft boy who does not fit the stereotype of a truck driver. But the same year I had that truck, I was in the school play. It was Charlie Brown play. And I was playing Linus. And so on the way back from practice one night, I'm at a red light. And these Proud Boys, these redneck Proud Boys with rebel flags, pull up in their truck next to me. And they start screaming and yelling at me. Then they want to race. And I'm not about to do that. So I lean out of my window, and my full Linus face, makeup, hair, I even had the blanket around me. And I just calmly say, "No, thanks, I'm good." And they just went like dead quiet for like 5 seconds and then drove away, flicked me off, and said, "Fuck you, Linus." And that was kind of like the highlight of my life.
And
there you go.
You technically laughed within the 1 minute, but it seemed to be from the rice gum laugh more so than from the story.
Listen, Linus is the stinky one, or the kid with the
No,
blanket?
no, he's the one with the blanket. Yeah,
He's the kid.
He's Lucy's younger brother.
Yeah. And I'm like 6'3" too, so like it's kind of, you don't expect someone like me to play Linus, and you definitely don't expect someone like me to roll down the window of my
Was
truck.
this
and be
your?
dressed as Linus.
Was this You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown? Is that the show you were doing?
Yeah, it was.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, I love the
So-
story, and
Cool.
I'm thinking, I'm
I'll tell you.
internalizing it. You know, those rednecks, they probably thought you were one of them, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, dude. I'm here in South Carolina, and
oh yeah,
trucks are everywhere. And you know, I specifically had a truck that was like a coveted truck. It was like a Ram 2500. And the reason I had it is because my dad drives trucks, and it was his old car, and he was just giving it to me until I could get my own. So yeah, they did. They thought I was one of them, and I kind of knew that, and I was gonna kind of play with that idea and surprise them when I rolled on the window and I have like rosy red cheek makeup and blanket around my neck.
When did this happen? Recently?
No, so
Okay.
this was, oh man, probably like 5 years ago.
So this is pre-MAGA.
Yeah. Well, it was. Yeah, he wasn't elected yet, but there's still tons of Trump
It was ramping up.
flags. And,
Tell me, what's it like down there now? What's MAGA country like these days after he lost?
Yeah, so pretty much no one accepts it. No one's taken any of their signs down. Specifically on my commute to school every day, there's this one house that has like the entire yard just plastered in Trump signs, and you'd think they would at least take some of them down, but I don't think any of them believe it yet.
So you're saying a lot of the MAGA crowd down there. I've been wondering myself how many people are kind of accepting the result, and it's interesting to have this perspective. You think the majority of Trump supporters down there are not accepting the results of the election?
So, I mean, I know in the podcast the other day, you guys kind of, I think Dan gave a statistic. I think it's true. Like, there's only a few that think he won, but a lot of them think it's not, like, over yet.
Right, yeah. There was like a much bigger chunk that said like it's still TBD versus I think it was only like 3% say like no, Trump won.
Isn't that
Right.
which state is Lindsey Graham from?
That's South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's mine.
What
Dude,
are the people-
I cannot believe he won again. He was running against, so like, let me
Yeah,
tell you,
he-
this is how racist South Carolina can be. So, Jamie Harrison was the guy who's running against.
Yeah.
And this guy he's Democrat, but he played to the middle so well. He
Yeah.
didn't have any extreme views, and people here hate Lindsey Graham, and they still voted for him because they'd rather vote for him than for a black guy. I'm
Right.
convinced
well,
that's what happened.
Lindsey Graham is very entrenched. I mean, he's a big player, right, in the Republican Party. That would have been a huge
Yeah,
upset. I really liked his challenger. He seemed like a real smart, capable guy. But is your family MAGA? Are you kind of the black sheep?
So yeah, I am. They have the whole idea of like we're voting for the party, not the person. But I mean that's kind of not true. So
yeah.
But
what about masks?
Yeah.
Are people very careful with the COVID down there?
Not really. No, I was my school just hit. I actually got COVID a few weeks ago because my school isn't taking it seriously.
Oh, dude, you shouldn't be catching COVID at school. That's so fucked.
Yeah. I mean, we're wearing masks, but like that's really it. And even some of the students just refuse to wear them. But in general, here the mask thing isn't great.
But you got to think, like, there's probably a lot of people catching COVID around there. Are people not being like, okay, at what point do people say, okay, this is a lot of us are in the hospital, a lot of us have COVID, people don't seem to care? You think people will never accept it? I've heard anecdotes of people on their deathbed saying, still refusing to believe they have COVID. I hear there was a nurse that put out a story saying, she sees people dying in the hospital still refusing to believe that they're dying of COVID and that it's a conspiracy all the way to till their death.
Yeah. I mean, there's a guy actually like confronted me the other day. He was like, "Why are you wearing a mask? Why are you buying into all this?"
Oh no.
Were you like, dude, I literally had COVID?
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I had it, and he was like, yeah, my daughter has it right now. I was like, wait, then what are you saying?
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do on this planet, man. I'm at a loss. It's like I just don't get it, man. I love it. Frustrating.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach has like the highest numbers too, at least this summer, and that's here in South Carolina.
Well,
because everyone's like, let's go to the beach during COVID.
I'm not asking you to be like a fucking libtard. I just don't know why wearing a mask and being safe is starting into some kind of fucking political point that people need to make. But you're out there, you're doing it, and I'm glad you're okay.
And I have a Fiat now, by the way. I do not.
I was actually going to ask. I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Once you got your own car.
You really hate it there, man.
Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to come down to where you guys are one day in California. I feel like I'd thrive there.
That's the fucking problem, though, is because all the sane people, right, who are fucking normal people who understand you have to wear a mask, they all leave to LA and New York or wherever else, Chicago, and then South Carolina is just stuck with a bunch of fucking jelly-brained idiots who just want to walk around without masks.
Right. Yep.
So
that's a good point.
But
Maybe
hey, you know what? Fuck it. There's going to be a civil war. There's going to be a giant earthquake. California's going to break off from the country, and you can come surf with us here.
Yeah, sounds good, dude.
For the world.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being conservative. I have a lot of conservative views on certain things, but man, put on a fucking mask.
My thing, I just want people to arrive to those opinions critically, by critically thinking. And I don't feel like a lot of people here do. I think they just do it as a personality thing.
Yeah, you definitely fit in. I mean, it's hard not to fit in. I have to give people some. It's hard, especially when people are so hard. MAGA, baby. Well, keep it. You know what, Seth? Let's keep Seth great again. Keep Seth great.
Hey,
Okay?
I'm down with that.
All right.
I'm working on it, dude. Self-care. That's what it's all about.
I love that you're in a Fiat, man. That's great shit.
Yeah, congrats on the Fiat.
All right, dude.
it's
Take
nice.
care. God bless you, Seth.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thanks a lot. See you.
Yeah, I don't think Seth made me laugh. I think Zach made me laugh. To be totally frank. Man, I it's crazy, dude. It's like a whole different world in places like South Carolina. I just don't get it, dude. Just wear a mask. I don't understand. People say mask is just a control thing. Like to control what? Like, what's the end game here?
I feel like
what's the conspiracy?
I'm sure, on the whole, there are plenty of people that are still very anti-mask, but I do get the feeling that that's subsiding a bit in like the last month or so. I mean, I've been hearing.
I don't think so.
In the Dakotas, they're now going to mandate masks, which they were like super anti-mask.
Yeah,
just
government
even just a few.
officials, but like I think there's.
But I think the tide is shifting, and you know, as subtle as it is, but I think the Pence and Trump and stuff, you see them on TV wearing masks sometimes now, whereas you didn't at all before, and I think it's the fervor around that is hopefully dying down a little bit. I hope.
Never forget Donald. Fucking Donald. He's such a douche. Coming out of the hospital with COVID and then taking his mask off like the Messiah, the maskless Messiah. He's like, you're such a
After
douche,
they
bro.
pumped his veins full of adrenochrome to
Literally
cure his shit.
baby stem cells, bro.
I feel
so powerful. Baby stem cells that your party wants to defund.
It's awesome. It's so cool. Nothing matters. It's rad.
Okay. Yeah, I know we're doing a fun show, but Trump is such a fucking loser. Sorry. He literally isn't doing anything since he lost. His schedule is empty. He's doing nothing. He plays golf every fucking day. He has completely
He just
abdicated
tweets off
all
his ass
responsibility
all day.
And on top of that, he's like,
Nobody
no, I'm not
likes
gonna be,
me.
He's like, I'm not going to be president anymore. During the most critical time to be president, maybe in the past 100 years, we have this vaccine coming out. We need to mobilize it. Not only am I not going to give a fuck about being president, I'm going to block Joe Biden from also doing anything too. That
Super cool.
Blocking the transition. I mean, what a fucking douche.
Douche of the century.
I'll just give you a big fat kiss.
He is funny though.
Yeah, he's great.
Can never take that away from
He's
him.
definitely going to make a reality show or a news network or something. But whatever it is, I'm sure it will go bankrupt within 5 years because everything he does goes bankrupt in 5 years. Everything.
I don't know about this time. He didn't have like a cult the way he does now.
He'll
to,
find a way to go bankrupt.
buy
bro.
whatever.
He will
Yeah, well,
find a
maybe.
way to ruin it.
Maybe.
I mean, his.
I like the theory that he's just going to continue to act as if he's president for the next 4 years and be kind of like an anti-president, like how there was an anti-pope at one point in the history of the Catholic Church.
There was?
Yeah, so he'll just be like the anti-president. He'll just be like hanging out and just like tweeting as if he's still president, which I think is the funniest outcome. So I kind of hope that does happen.
Look, I don't give a fuck what he does. I just want the guy who actually is going to become president to have access to the transition and the government that he needs so that he can actually fucking govern and mobilize. Distributing the vaccine is going to be one of the biggest logistical challenges that humanity has ever faced. And people need to be working on that. People need to be working on that right now. I want that vaccine. That new one was 95% effective. I'll take that right in the
Moderna
fucking
one.
eyeball. I don't give a shit. I'll take all of them. I'm over this shit. I'm done, man.
Yeah.
On to the next call.
All right, who's next?
Now that we've brought the mood way down.
I'm over it. Okay, we have Nicole.
Nicole, 18 years old. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you beautifully, crisp and clear. How are you today?
Perfect. Good. How are you?
As I understand it, you choked in a restaurant, and you think that was funny.
It wasn't me, actually.
Oh, someone
It
else
was-
choked in a restaurant.
Yes, someone else choked in a restaurant.
Well, Nicole, you know the rules. When the bell rings, you have 1 minute to make me laugh. If you make me laugh, you get 100 frickin' dollars. And not fun
Smackaroonies.
bucks, real bucks. All right? Nicole, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's get started.
1 minute on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So when I was like 10 years old, my family went to this restaurant to meet my dad's friend and his wife from out of town. and we all got like appetizers and stuff. And then my dad's friend's wife started choking on her salad, like seriously choking and couldn't breathe. And a waiter had to come over and do the Heimlich. And she threw up, which was good because like she could breathe again. But she threw up basically what she had just eaten from her salad right on top of her salad, and then continued to eat it. And she was so traumatized that she like didn't notice what was going on, and no one said anything. And I had like a huge fear of vomit at the time, so I was sobbing, and my dad had to just go like, oh, she had a rough day. And like she just ate the whole thing, and it was horrifying.
Now, was it like chunky puke? Was it like puke?
She threw up basically like leaves and dressing.
Oh, and then she re-ate it, and no one said anything?
No, because
she was
their
just...
family
that's time. But
their family had been through like a traumatic thing recently, and it was one of their first outings since
Oh, my
then.
God. These poor people.
Yeah, it was,
whatever
it was bad.
whatever was traumatic, this sounds even more traumatic. I mean, I can't imagine eating my puke just out of sheer shock, right? Eating my puke,
Yeah, like
and
she just didn't notice that she had done it, I guess, because it like choking. I guess you kind of like.
But
black
you were
out
sitting there crying, just bawling.
Yeah, I was like 10 years old, and I had a huge fear of vomit, so I was like curled up next to my dad, and he was like, oh, she just does this sometimes. Like,
Oh, Jesus. Come on, Dad. Have you gotten over your fear of puke?
yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. Have you puked since then? Have you puked?
Actually, last night I think I ate something gross, and I woke up at like 5 and threw up.
Oh. Wow. Sorry to hear that, but you're over the phobia. That's the good part.
Yeah, I don't care now. I've had to be around it more growing up, I guess.
Excellent. You know, Ela, my wife, Ela, you may know her. She has never puked, not once.
Yeah, I'm a long-time listener of everything, so I've heard.
Isn't that so odd? She's never puked.
I don't believe it.
I swear to God, I've known her, Dan, for so long. One time she drank too much back in the day, and her stomach was fucked up. We went in the bathroom, and I tried to make her puke. I jammed my fingers down her throat because I was like, "You drank too much. You need to puke." And she would not puke. She is incapable of puking.
What?
So is she like weird with puke? Because she's never.
No, she's not weird about
like,
puke. She's not worried about puke. Theodore pukes. I puke. She cleans it up. She has no problem with puke.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
You will
super
clean
weird.
up your piddle when you puke all over yourself, Ethan? That's really sweet of her. I'm sure she cares.
Wait, what, Dan?
Nothing. Never mind.
What? It concerns me, frankly, that because I mean, you really need to be able to puke if you need to. But
Yeah.
well, I'm glad you can, Nicole.
Thank you.
And how's that lady doing? Is she still? What's her status? The puke lady.
I honestly have no idea. I don't keep up with my dad's friends very much, and they live like across the country, so I don't really see them. But she's alive, as far as I know.
Okay. Do me a favor. Ask your dad if he remembers that tonight, and report back to us.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay. Nicole,
All right.
Thank you for sharing. I did not laugh, but I appreciated the story, and I loved it very much.
Yeah, I appreciate you sticking around, and I just want to say before I go, right when the Teddy Fresh sale happened, I chose to get a sweatshirt instead of grocery shop, so I've been like scrounging, and I got a...
Don't do that.
No, like it was good. It was good. I have food. I'm not like I'm good, but I just chose to do that, and I'm very excited. My sweatshirt comes tomorrow.
Well, I hope that it meets your expectations, and thank you for supporting us in that way, but it does make me sad to hear that you forego essentials.
No. Like I had food stored up. I was just like, oh, should I like...
I'm sending you $100. Yeah, I'm sending... You win, damn it. Okay? Get it?
Wow, just like that?
I'm giving you $100.
I'm good.
Yay!
I'm good.
You got me with the pity.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
I mean, it was a great story. You
Thank
gotta...
you.
All right, come on. Can't be having
Thank
buying
you.
Teddy Fresh instead of groceries. It's outrageous. Send her $100. Would you please, Dan?
Okay. From me personally, or
yeah, your money.
Okay.
She didn't make me laugh.
Right.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, you got it.
Bye,
Thanks,
Nicole. Take care. God bless.
It was very magnanimous of you.
Okay. Finally, we have got AB's video. AB, do you want to set this up, or should I just let it roll?
You can let it roll. I put a little title card in there.
Fantastic. Here we go. AB for $100.
نصيحة لشخصيتي.
AB, sorry, I don't know why I did that.
I mean, that's what it sounded.
All right, here we go for $100. AB, guy who looks like AB drops the ball at an Arab version of American Idol. I had a big smile on my face, but with $100 on the line, AB, you know I don't fuck around. One of you guys showed me that. Oh, you know what? I owe that one guy. He donated $100, and we never watched the fire video. And I saw people saying, was it the Turkish fire safety?
Right.
I never watched it. So here's what I'm going to pledge, because I was thinking, if somebody wants to make me laugh, just show me this.
You know, I thought about just throwing that in there, but I thought that was cheating.
So if I laugh at this, I'm going to try my best because I love this video. This is like my favorite video on the internet. Let's pay that guy. You know who he is?
No.
Okay, let's just watch it.
Ordu, Turkey. Hundreds watch
a
fire safety exhibition. The first demonstration doesn't go so well. The extinguisher seems to spread the flames better than it douses them.
Love it. It's already so good.
Nobody gets hurt. Not yet.
The fire extinguisher doesn't even work at this fucked up demonstration. Oh, yeah.
Fire and fear create chaos. There's too much fuel on the wood. The firefighters.
The way he
strikes a match.
scoops it, it's too good. Watch it. Why would he do this? He literally just douses those guys in flames. Fuck you. Oh, so funny. Man, I hope they don't have fires in Turkey. There's a fire in Turkey, their whole country's going to burn to the floor. Don't send that guy. I love this video, man. Like, the way he scoops it. Like, it's an assassination attempt, really.
There's too much
That's
fuel
attempted murder, bro. He's like, all right, let's scoop this fire on this fucking guy right here. It's like a special attack in a video game, like a RPG. Scoop fire on enemy. Fuck you. Ugh, so fucking good, man. So there you go. The guy got it.
All right. Well, if that guy, if you reach out to one of us and can prove it was you, we'll refund you your 100.
We have two more.
Let's bang them out.
James Sweaty Cuttlefish, 23, has some dad jokes that he thinks can make Ethan laugh. Fantastic. I love the original comedy. That sounds great. James, are you with us?
Yeah, dude.
Cool. So are these original jokes, or are these just from like jokes.com?
These are jokes that I spent at least 3 minutes Googling.
Oh, okay, so these are from jokes.com.
You're going to enjoy this.
Okay, James.
Yeah.
Well, let's cue you up. You know the rules. When you hear the bell, you have 60 seconds to make Ethan laugh. If you make Ethan laugh, you get $100. If you don't, we incinerate you.
That's right.
Ooh. Good either way. Win-win.
All right.
All right, James.
Here you go. I'll count you in 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you call someone with no body and no nose?
What?
Nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Got him.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
How many?
10 tickles.
10 tickles. Got it. Good one.
Sorry. I don't trust stairs.
No?
They're always up to something.
That's true.
You know, people say that they pick their nose. I just feel like I was born with mine.
Right, because you don't, because you don't pick it.
Correct. You know, how do you get a squirrel to like you?
How's that?
You act like a nut.
How do you get a what to like
A squirrel to like you? You act like a nut.
Sure.
You're out of time.
Keep
I'm
going,
afraid.
keep going.
How does a penguin build its house?
How's that?
It glues it together.
Glues it together.
Bruh. Igloos.
Oh, it glues it together. I like your delivery.
Did you ever hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke?
I haven't.
He won the Nobel Prize.
It's no bell, it's just knocking.
Yeah, you know, I've actually got a great joke about construction, but I'm still working on it.
Right, sure.
Thank you.
Right. I like your delivery.
Why can't you hear a psychiatrist using the bathroom?
Say again?
Why can't you hear a psychiatrist using the bathroom?
Why is that?
Because the P is silent.
The P is silent.
In psychiatry.
Right. I like your delivery is really good. I like I like how you reflect on everything. Very good.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm disappointed with the $100. You know, you're out here with your Zoom background, trying to.
Hey, this is a set. How dare you, James?
Hey, we
This is
spent a lot of
set
time
we
on
built.
this, dude.
Get him off the line. Get him off
Give
the
him the
line.
hook. Give him the hook.
How dare you?
What the? Get the fuck out!
Cut him out.
thank you.
James, thanks for those jokes. That was fun. Didn't laugh. Tough crowd today, as you guys know. It's tough out here. But James, really good delivery, and I had a lot of fun. On to our last contestant, Jackamo. Italian, huh? Come on. You gonna bring this out in me, Jackamo?
No.
You gonna bring this out in me?
Oh no! Look what we've done.
Who you kidding, huh?
Giacomo.
Talk to me nice, Ethan.
29 years old. He's a very funny bathroom story that he thinks he can make Ethan laugh. Giacomo, are you Italian?
Yes, I am indeed. In case the accent didn't say it, the name was pretty much.
Giacomo, you have an accent. Are you from Italy? Are you an immigrant?
Yes, I am.
You're calling
No,
in
I'm not
from.
an immigrant. I'm living currently in Italy. I've always had. I don't know if my parents maybe adopted me. I don't know, but I don't think so.
You are We have a fan from Italy calling right now. This is exciting. What time is it there?
It's 23 or 11 p.m.
Can I ask you something? Would you consider if somebody said, "Hey, Fredo," would you consider that a race, ethnic insult? If somebody called you Fredo, like
No.
insult? No.
Well, I don't even know what the Alfredo thing is about.
Oh, okay.
So
It's I think it's an Italian American thing. If from Godfather, Fredo was like the fuck up son.
Oh yeah. I mean, if someone was saying like, yeah, I think the great lynching of Louisiana was rightful, then that would be racist.
Yeah.
But just like a joke, it's, you know.
No, but they say, I think people do sometimes use it very mean. So I think it's quite a mean insult. I was just kind of curious what's your take on it.
Yeah, but maybe for an American immigrant, the American Italian, I cannot relate.
How's
that
everything in Italy, eh? You guys are kind of you guys went through a really bad COVID situation.
We're going back to it again. We are at 40,000 cases per day now.
Oh, man.
But we're also divided in zones. Like my region is a yellow region,
Okay.
but it's surrounded by orange and red regions. And we're going, like, that is like how at risk the thing is in comparison on the number of the beds at the hospital, pretty much. So green is the cleanest, not in the green zone anymore, and red is the highest.
Well,
case of,
I hope you stay safe, and I think it's exciting to get a call from Italy.
Yeah, I mean, I can stay only so much safe because I currently work in retails, and I until the 12th of October I was working in my parents' store, which is a grocery store. So pretty much every day is going out for me. It's not like
oh boy.
I only have so much risk that I can take and not take. You know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to work, you got to support yourself. What can you do? But
yeah.
Well, Jackamo, let's get you $100, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Let's get it.
All right, Jackamo, you know the rules. When you hear the bell, you have 60 seconds to make either laugh. You come to me on this very special occasion.
Please.
Yes, Dan?
All right, I'll count you in. Here we go.
Jackamo, let's go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, this happened back in university. I was alone in the bathroom right before class, taking a pee in a urinal, completely zoned out. While I was peeing, someone taps on my shoulder, making me snap out of trance. With my pee was still on my hand, I turn around and I notice it's a girl in the bathroom next to me. She goes, "Hey, I know it's confusing, but they changed the bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom now, and it's a urinal. Fucking goddamn it!" I was shocked. I don't know if I said anything, but if I did, I was like yelling at her face, "No, sorry!" So I ran to my class and I take a seat right before class. But the seat next to me was like empty, but there was a bag on it. And as you can guess, it was hers. So I was then stuck for 1.5 hours next to this girl that saw my wiener pretty much. And then the worst part is like she was being nice and it was like, "It's okay, don't worry, forget about it, it's a mistake," you know, all those stuff. But at every single one of her words, I just wanted like to stab myself in the chest because I've never felt that embarrassment before. And I don't. Sorry again?
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Give him a little more time.
No,
Okay.
we're actually past time, so it's okay. But go ahead, finish your story.
Yeah, she was like trying to be nice with me, but of course that was like just making everything worse because you know I was forced in class to even make eye contact with a person that I really wanted to avoid at that point.
So did she saw your wiener? How come you fully turned around when she tapped your shoulder?
I'm not sure if she did or not because you know it was a urinal. We didn't actually have like separator in the urinal between the urinals.
Oh, wait. So did they really switch up the female and male bathroom? And what the hell kind of bullshit is that?
It doesn't make any sense to me either. I think they wanted to like make change. They work on bathroom later on, but this was very Italian public working times. So like it was the bathroom stayed with female having urinals and boys having no urinals for like 2 years before that changed.
When you say Italian public time, you mean everything goes really slowly?
Sorry again?
When you said Italian public time, you mean everything goes really slowly?
Yeah, like there is this road that has been finished in 2005, and it was started in 1979.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of infamous in Italy, from what I understand.
It's like because it's all on someone doesn't pay, and then it don't, you know, all that shit.
I gotta visit. What part of Italy do you live in? I really want to visit there. Should I visit there, or should I save my time? What do you think?
Well, I live near Rome, but my town is famous for a garden, an artificial garden that was built here from a family. And speaking of the anti-pope that you were referring to before, Dan, actually the dude that was not the anti-pope but the regular pope, Boniface VIII, he was from my zone. All the family Caetani, they were from here. And but yeah, I live near Rome, and I was in university in Rome. I wouldn't visit. I mean, yeah, Rome is beautiful if you're visiting for like a week.
You heard it from Jackamo. Don't visit Italy.
Yeah, you can. I will. Can I shout out to my mother's store if you want to help my business? if you ever pass near me, you can go the Frutteria Alimentari Patrizia Antonella, and I can give you the address next.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll
can send
definitely
it
look
to
you
us.
up. All I heard was "Tera-tera-ba-da-ba-da-la."
All right.
I got the
Have a nice
badela.
time.
I love that sound.
Pussy clot.
All right, Jackamo. It's been great getting to know you. Thank you for listening all the way from Italy. That's so cool. Appreciate that.
Thank
Stay
you for
safe,
entertaining
man.
my day.
Thank you, man, and God bless. Stay safe over there, okay? Viva la
Thank
Italy
you.
or whatever. That's the wrong language, but you get the idea. All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Jackamo. Jackamo, you come to me on this very special occasion to make me laugh. You done it to make me laugh, huh? You done it to make me laugh. It is a very funny story about a girl that's eating a penis. What's that?
Zach. Zach, no.
Zach, no.
Zach.
You
Zach,
come
please.
Play it,
For all of our
Zach.
sake.
You come to my show. Make Ethan laugh, but you do not make me laugh. Why? Why do you not make me laugh? Make Ethan laugh and you don't make me laugh. It doesn't make sense. I even offer you $100. No. No. Jackamo, my brother. Get out! Why have you done this? This music's great. Hey, Dan, how much money we give away today? What's the damage?
Oh, 300?
That's it?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, man.
Am I right?
I believe so.
These guys have
400
been-
if you catch with Zach, right?
Oh, 400 with Zach.
Yeah,
You don't have to give me the $100. It's okay.
Shut up. You know I'm gonna
Glad
give
I
it
got
you.
to make you laugh.
I'm gonna give you the $100, dude. We're playing a game here. I'm not gonna.
So not as bad as you feared. $400. I mean,
Well, I don't know. Was I quite grim today, or was
Yeah.
it was tough, huh?
Well, I mean that's part of it too. I mean it shouldn't be easy.
you are kind of hard to make laugh. I mean, it's true.
Because previously, I was laughing at everything, but I got to get a little more serious for this show. Because if I'm laughing at everything, it's not that interesting, right?
Right.
True.
I had some
Well, keep
highlights
it
though.
authentic.
I think my favorite column was probably, if I can award I think Lizzy, the
Oh,
nude
the one
model,
that modeled
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
No,
the
that
butthole.
was definitely a good one.
The Arby's number
Wait,
3
did she
order?
get you?
I think she did. Yeah, she got me to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
We have I got a ton of messages coming in. I couldn't really get to all of them during the show, but next time we do it, we
Well,
should have a
guys,
good lineup.
I hope we can figure out a time to do it next week. I know next week is Thanksgiving, but if we can't figure it out next week, we are going to be doing this on a weekly basis. How was the reception? Were people enjoying it?
I feel like people were liking it, right?
Yeah.
Chad, let us know. Let us know if.
Well, we'll see. The people in the comments will tell us. The people who are in chat are
Also,
like,
I think we are going to figure this out more and more as we go along. I mean, if other people want to do something like what Cam Grants did, create some sort of video
that was
content
amazing.
to
that was so good. Oh,
as your
I forgot about
submission.
Cam Grants. That's definitely a favorite.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind, everybody. Is it doesn't necessarily have to be a story. If you've got some sort of I think we should restrict it from being like sending videos of somebody else's video. But if you create some sort of original content and then you want to send that in to try and make Ethan laugh.
If you have a really unique video that I've probably never, I mean, I've seen so many of these internet videos, but submit whatever you got, submit it to the guys, and if they think it's good, we'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. But basically, if you want to be featured on a future episode, become a member and submit to Zach or AB or Dan, or not Dan, Zach or AB.
I mean, you could submit it to me, but I'm probably just Zach's sort of the kingpin of setting up
the
callers and
gatekeeper.
Stuff. Yeah, he's the gatekeeper.
So you can submit it to Zach via DM, and we're gonna keep lining people up every week to win Ethan's money. Come on. Have a great Thanksgiving. Well, we'll be back on Friday.
We'll be back on Friday with After Dark, and there'll be for sure another Frenemies before Thanksgiving, and then possibly another one of these streams, and maybe even something else.
Yeah, something else. We're always thinking. We're always in the laboratory here at the H3 Nation.
Yeah, we're still experimenting with formats, as you all can see, and that's probably going to continue.
Well, I'm trying to find formats that hit, right? Like, Frenemies hits, After Dark hits. So those two are great. And so we're trying to find formats that people really like. So I'm just trying to experiment with all kinds of different things. So if you like it, let me know. Let the people know. I think it will get better, though. Obviously, this is our first step. But I had a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who participated. Y'all made it great. And looking forward to the next one. So make sure to apply with Zach if you want to call in.
Yes, please DM me on Discord.
All right, y'all. Catch you on Friday. See you then, guys.